What is confined space rescue? Confined space is defined as any space that has a limited means of entry or exit. Any kind of vault, like you have vault below manhole covers, anywhere where there is a manhole, any access through a manhole would be considered confined space. So it could be a sewage drain, a storm drain, an irrigation drain or tunnel, any kind of vessel or silo, even the back of a tanker truck could be considered a confined space. Anywhere where there's going to be difficulty not only getting into it, but getting out of it. So the biggest challenges with rescue and confined space are physical hazards, which would be anything that's in the confined space, any kind of storage, any kind of hazardous liquid that would be in a confined space, a hazardous solid if it's some sort of hazard that's stored there, and then a toxic atmosphere.
Copy.
The biggest fatality causes of confined space rescues and recoveries are caused by
19.3.
the toxic atmosphere and then the storage of hazardous materials in the confined space. We try to do a last seen point, which is the last place we know that the person was seen. Then we have to put people into the confined space, and that involves putting them on supplied air. So they have an air hard line, they're going to be on a communications line, and they're going to have a haul line hooked up to them, and all of those three lines are together. So it's kind of one big umbilical that has all that stuff in there with them. With all this gear on, how do they manage themselves in their body position and try to make their way through that confined space? And not only to make their way through it, but then when they reach a potential victim, patient, how do they go about accessing that patient?
Okay, you ready?
And be able to bring them back out with them. So there's just a lot of stuff at play. There's not a lot of room, and we train, I'm a big person, I'm 6'4", 230 pounds, and I've been able to get through a 16-inch pipe. It's not fun, but it's doable. So we try to build the confidence of our crews by doing these trainings to let them know, while this, standing outside of maybe an 18-inch, 16-inch, 20-inch pipe, it can look a little daunting. We try to give them skills to allow them to get themselves through it. So the reason we train is so that we can have personnel and the crews ready to go. We're focused on the job at hand, getting the crews into the confined space.
Copy, you're gonna light.
To perform the rescue and have a comfort level after training to be able to have the skill set to accomplish that.